And something to note is that the moment you decide to come into the real estate industry, you're handling one of the highest level of monetary quantum in a person's life, because you're handling one of the biggest asset that they will own. And thus, this is an industry with a very heavy responsibility. You might get into trouble if you are not so-called taking care of things in a professional manner, in a legal manner, if you are not careful with your paperwork, if you're not careful with what you say, if you're not careful with what you do and how you behave, because the expectation level of a product increases the moment the monetary quantum increases. Let's have a look at this chart. I was just sharing with my team. So let me just share with you. If you look at this, I just got it from Google. There's 3 different kind of relationship in terms of demand curve versus the relationship of the price of the product. So a normal product, luxury product, and of course a low quantum product. Okay, so they call it an inferior product. A normal product will have its demand increase whenever the income of the consumers increase. So for example, if your disposable income increases, let's say you get a better job, things like that, you get a little bit more disposable income to spend on things like going to the movies, getting better clothes, and maybe bring your kids to bowling and things like that, play golf and stuff like that, right? So demand increases for this kind of products whenever disposable income increases. Let's talk about like low quality products, for example, like secondhand clothing, or maybe things that has mass production, which is like the onset of these few years. You can go to Shopee, you can go to Lazada, you can buy tons of things that is now very easy to produce. Like back in the days when I was a kid, I still remember during Chinese New Year, it was like a whole family event. My dad, my mom would dress us up and then we'll take a bus to Chinatown. We'll go to OG to buy clothes. It's like a big family event, and then all the clothes are like so expensive. You know, just the kids' clothing is like $30-$40 and things like that. And then my mom would like buy clothes like, you know, it costs at least like $80-$100 back in the days, like 20-30 years back. But now to buy clothes is so easy. You can just order online. I just bought some clothes for Ethan. It's like 10 clothes for, I don't know, $30. It's like just for him to wear at home, like per piece is only $3 from Shopee, and things are like in mass production right now. So this kind of products is when income increases, the demand for mass production goods decreases, because when income increases, the consumer is then able to buy more quality products rather than the low quality products. So that's an example. But let's take a look at the last example, which is the luxury product. I will classify real estate as this category. Why? Because the moment that we look at real estate has so many criteria for somebody to purchase a real estate. Firstly, they must be somebody that is working constantly, that has a profession, because to qualify for a mortgage loan, you need to show your income payslip, right? You need to show your income payslip, you need to show your NOA, notice of assessment per year. You need to be able to prove to the bank that you're able to service the monthly mortgage. Secondly, you must have down payment of, let's say, at least 25% when we talk about private property or even HDB properties with bank loans. So you have 25%, which easily, if we talk about a $1.6 million property, 25% is about 400,000, right? So it's easily 400,000 plus stamp duty and stuff like that. On top of that as well, you must have the income ability to continue to service your loan for the next 25 to 30 years. Thus, when somebody goes into real estate as a consumer, their expectation is very high in terms of the professional that is serving them. Because as what I mentioned in the first episode, they want attention, they want professionalism, they want consultation advice, they want to see that you are an expert in the industry, they want commitment, they want capacity in terms of availability to answer their questions, to assure them, to walk them through this journey, to guide them. And thus, if you look at this example, the effect is that the demand increases when the income level increases. That also means that when we talk about real estate, all the way from HDB apartments to condominiums in the mass market, to luxury condominiums, to landed property, to shop houses and things like that, as the quantum of the product increases, the people that has a capacity and buying power to buy them and hold them and invest in them has a higher level of income. And a higher level of income means that in terms of their profession, in terms of their so-called status in the marketplace, in terms of their network, in terms of what they do, is definitely going to increase in this spectrum. So the higher quantum in terms of a property that you're dealing with business people, you're dealing with people who are in niche professions, you're dealing with multiple business owners, you're dealing with people who own family offices, you're dealing with high net worth individual, and that will also mean that your professionalism, your skill set, your expertise has to increase as well to match up to the level of advice that the consumers would then demand from you.